What do you do when someone dismisses your grief? I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's going to be very real and authentic. So we're going to start there. First, I am Enrich, and I empower women to choose their own healing in order to break generational cycles, promote a positive, healthy lifestyle change, and foster a positive mindset. I woke up with grief on my mind this morning, and I tried to push it to the side, and I tried to dismiss it myself because I'm not in a grieving energy. But when I thought about it, I thought about the grief of losing someone. And then I logged into Facebook, and I saw that one of my friends lost someone dear to them, and I sent them a message, left them a message of prayer and condolences, which confirmed maybe why I'm in the grief right now, but it's not my own grief. So to anyone today who is feeling grief or a loss of someone, I am sending my prayers and condolences to you, and I am praying for your strength. But this video is about what to do when someone dismisses you while you're grieving or mourning. And I experienced it firsthand. Before I give this example, let me say this. Family, do not lean forward, do not stand up. Please lean back when I give this example. Thank you. A little over 2 years ago, my grandmother passed away. And before she passed away, we observed that she was suffering from dementia. And if you know anything about dementia, you know that it is painful to experience when you're experiencing it with a loved one and they don't recognize you, or they're argumentative, or they want to fight. And I found during that time that the conversations that I had had with my grandma, they were repetitive and they were breaking my heart to the point where I had slowed down my calling. And to this day, I wished I still would have called, but I do have her voicemail saved on my phone. I missed the way she said my name. However, when the time came and she actually left us, her human existence left us from this earth, it was painful to me. I remember the day like it was yesterday, and I remember crying and this individual saying to me, I don't know why you and your family are taking yourselves through this change or these changes. You should just be happy that she lived a long and fruitful life. To this day, when I think of that comment, it hits me right in my heart. What I observed in that very moment was someone dismissed my own experience, but they also showed me that they didn't know how to handle emotions, because grieving and mourning is a universal feeling and everybody has felt it in some way, form, or fashion. Then I thought to myself, I need to get the hell away from you. I'm pretty sure I had some other choice words, but for this video, we're gonna leave that as it is. Forgive me, parents, forgive me, church people, but that's an emotion. Nonetheless, grieving can last a day, 2 days, a week, 3 months, 4 months. It can even last decades. No one should tell you how to handle your grieving and your emotion. However, because grieving looks different for everybody, it can show up in many different ways. Examples of grieving can be explosive anger, it can be hate, it can be jealousy, it can be frustration, it can be crying, it can be an array of emotions. And the truth about emotions is that the average person experiences at least 400 emotions daily or more. So imagine if you're grieving or mourning, what that number can actually look like. Dismissing someone's feelings while they're grieving the passing of a loved one is hurtful. And it can show up as, oh, I thought you'd be more emotional than you are. Oh, you look like you need some sleep. You need to eat some more. Oh, shouldn't you be over that by now? No one should do that to anyone. So if you experience someone dismissing your grief, here are a few things that you can do for yourself. Number one, research grief. Grief is a true emotion. It is a true feeling. It looks different for everyone, and everyone should have the right to feel their feels and grieve. Next, validate your loss. Understand that your emotions are valid, legitimate, and real. So confirm within yourself that, yes, I am experiencing this for a reason. Take care of yourself. It's very important that you take care of yourself and your energy, because it can be depleted while you process. So focus on what you need in those moments. Seek support. That looks like reaching out to your family and friends who are understanding of loss, what it looks like, what it can feel like, and how they can support you because they care about you. And if you have to, consider seeking professional help. A therapist, a counselor. You can contact a funeral home. You can contact a hospital. You can contact a mental health professional. You can contact a mentor. Contact someone if you need it. And I'm going to add my own personal suggestion because I know that it works. When my grandmother passed away and I felt like I didn't have the opportunity to grieve her, when I got to a place where I felt like I was safe, and this wasn't right when she passed away, I was so upset and I was hurt and I cried and I got all my tears out because I didn't feel like I was able to grieve her in that moment. And then I asked my grandma to send me a sign that she was okay and she was looking out for me. And she sent me a sign. She sent me several. So when I wear this green turtle, this is how I represent my grandma. My grandma's favorite things are green and turtles. It was always her thing. But the signs she sent me. I have a tattoo of a sunflower because I fell in love with a sunflower that was at her funeral or her wake. I fell in love with this vibrant flower and I got it tattooed on my back because that's what I do to think and honor my family members when they pass away. I have several flowers on my back. When I asked my grandma to send me a sign, I went outside, I was driving down the road and I saw sunflowers in a row. And I still see sunflowers. To this day, there's sunflowers everywhere, still down that same road. That's how I know my grandma is looking out for me. So, if you need any confirmation, speak to that person that you're missing and say, please send me a sign and let me know that you're okay and that you're looking out for me. And it might be a sign that you blatantly see. It might be something that catches your eye. It might be something to remind you of a conversation y'all had. It might be an image. It might be a picture of them. It's going to be something. That is my own personal recommendation because it works. So make sure you take care of yourself, validate your feelings, and seek help and friends when you need them, when you are grieving or mourning, because your feelings are valid. Also, if you need someone to talk to, you can click the link in my bio or you can email me. I'll put both of those on this screen, and I mean that. Emotional invalidation is never okay. It can make you feel like you're unimportant. I'm here to tell you, you are important and your feelings are valid. All right, y'all. Have a good day. And I'm sending you light, love, peace, and strength.